Why we are looking at this also is like you can help somebody to be productive, to realize his potential, and also to contribute well to his wider society or to his organization. Like you were working on TV, so when you are mentally okay, then the production and also the work you are bringing out will be fine.
You mentioned at individual level, at family level, and government level. We have the, okay, yes, that's micro, macro. We have the fact right now there are trends whereby families, lots and lots of families are breaking down. Yes, lots and lots of families are breaking down. There's quite a lot of individualism going on right now. Each person on his own. Someone goes into his yes, someone goes into his Muyenga house and stays there. Another one into his Kamocha house, and you only meet either at Easter if you're lucky as a family, or at during December, Christmas. And then you have this occasional, how are you? And remember, we have developed, like someone said, we are so stressed. There are so many Ugandans that are stressed. But then we have developed a way of masking it that you can't know. How can we help at family level when we are not even being told that we are not seeing any symptoms, we are not seeing any signs that this brother of ours is in distress?
Yeah, actually, like at times people are dying inside.
Yes.
Inside. By the time they come out to reveal, the problem has already reached severe.
It has escalated.
And then that's why I was last time talking about that these days they sanitize it. They don't want to say somebody has gone to a mental health facility.
Yeah.
They say has gone for a rehab. Yeah, especially these celebs and so on.
Yes.
But in actual sense, you have already reached severe stage. My proposals for what we can do for improving mental health. Let's first look at individual level. There are things like you can do to improve your physical well-being. For example, eating well. The choice of food you make, eating fruits, eating a balanced diet that has value and organic food can help our bodies to regain its well-being. Vis-a-vis what we see these days, where people are eating junk foods, and now it is more like swag. If you are able to buy in I'm not here maybe to discourage people to buy, but we need to start telling even the children that maybe a mango or a yellow banana is better than ice cream. So that because they are both sweet, and whenever the child cries, you say, okay, you guys.
That is a war. That is a war.
It may be a war, but it is the reality. So how do we eat? Is very important for maintaining our physical well-being, but also our mental well-being.
And I said that's why I was even smiling all along, because as you mentioned that we eat well. Well is subjective these days, you know, and it's good that you clarified on that. The foods that we eat, yes, all these different things that are fried, all these different junk foods.
Those foods that are having a lot of nutrients. Some people despise them as bad.
Poor. Food for the poor.
Yeah, eating beans, you may regard you as somebody who is less privileged. Or eating greens. For us, we grew up knowing because they were more available. Somebody when is eating greens, they say you at your home you ate dodo. So as an abuse.
Yes.
But yet this is the food which has helped us also to build our resilience and also mental well-being even when we have grown. So as we do that, eating is very important. But two, we need also to find a purpose. You know what causes also stress also to accumulate is people when you move without a purpose in a day, but also in your life. I was engaging with some university students at our organization, and I was telling them at times, you may hold, even if you build Mapela houses, 5 of them, you may die when you want to build more 5.
Yes.
We are not discouraging people to be hardworking, but finding a purpose why you are on this planet is very key.
It's very key.
But also in a day to know this is what I'm supposed to do, A, B, C, D. So if you focus on that, your mental well-being also, and you accomplish them, you feel satisfaction in you every day. because you are achieving small things which leads to bigger things. So that is one, having a clear purpose in a day, in a week, but also in your life can be one of the things that can give you satisfaction, so that you don't become so much stressed with a lot of work which you cannot accomplish, but also with a lot of desires. We are getting reports of many young people who are now in the Middle East who are already depressed. They sold what they had and home. They went, they expected high returns in Arabic world. But reaching there, some of them have not been employed, some of them have resorted into other activities which stress them more. So the concern, if you have a purpose of life, and this is what I want to achieve in a day, it helps you to stabilize your mind. You feel satisfaction so that your body doesn't even stretch. At times we stretch our bodies because you want to achieve things which are not achieved, which are not achievable. The other thing which we need to do as we improve our mental health and well-being is exercise. To do some simple exercise. I play football. Greetings to my teammates in Nyonya, where I play football every evening. See, it is a source of socialization. You talk to people, you laugh, you play football, you feel you sweat and so on. So it is important. There is a big difference. So it is balancing both the mind and also the body. Because football, you make quick decisions in the pitch. It keeps your brain alive. And best managers actually watch football. They can see how the team works. That is subjective. That is subjective. Best managers in the world, they watch football because this is one of the key area where there is teamwork, there is every aspect. There is training, there is when somebody scores, you are all winning, you are all celebrating. John Mary, there is no research to back that. The reality here is that we are also pushing for alternative sports to be recognized and to be funded appropriately. No, I'm not saying only football, but okay, even it can be netball, it can be rugby, but the concept remains the same. Even if it is swimming. So best managers always watch this teamwork and how they do that. But the point I'm trying to bring out, that exercise and teamwork and working, you learn a lot. You put away, we call it putting off. You go off, you have been stressed in the office. You shed off the emotional baggage. One day I had witnessed something at the Ministry of Gender. I think it was Pius Vigirimana when he was still a permanent secretary. Like all the workers could, every evening, I think they had some program. You go out and do exercise. And you could see people who are sitting in those offices, my friend, their tummies, and so they are sweating, and then they go home when they're okay. Because even during the COVID, I told you I was one of the coordinators for COVID response. And we are coordinating social workers to give psychosocial support to those with fear in society, those who want the roads to be cleared for them to pass. They were most affected. Because when they're in the public, they enjoy that people are seeing them, they are okay, but they were enclosed. And the money couldn't help them. There's a point where you are going to reach in time and your where money is not helping. But these small things we are telling you will be more important to you. So, in brief, exercise is cardinal. You can do it even at your home. You can do it with friends, at workplace. I think the approach sometimes, and this is what some people think, they think that exercise is just basically to tone the body. But sometimes they don't get to relate it to freeing the mind, the mental health, how is your brain. Yes, they don't connect it. People who are doing exercise when they're on phone. Which is also wrong, because you want to put off what has been stressing you, and technology is one of them today. But somebody is doing exercise and is also doing selfie, and also always a movie. So that happens. That when we see those clips, that means you're just there as a show off. You're not really exercising. You are not exercising. You have to focus. You have to focus, and you have to put everything aside. Unless it's a business for you. Research has shown that exercise burns fat, calories. They burn calories. They put off stress. All those stresses which build on actually to affect your mental well-being. So exercise exercise. Then the other issue is about sleep. Just having enough sleep, because our brain was created that there are clocks during the day, and also those clocks which are for night. Yeah. There are those, of course, who work at night, they reverse the situation.
And it takes a while for the body to get used.
So that now for them, their clocks, their sleep clocks are active actually during
the night.
And then they are inactive during the day.
Yes.
But in a normal circumstances, people are supposed, like a mature people, to sleep between 7 to 8 hours. So you need to have that routine so that the body can rest and recover well.
Yeah.
Whereas we are stressed looking for money, there are people who don't sleep, they are looking for money during the day, during the night. You will break down. At one point in time, you will break down, and that's what you are struggling for, you will leave it unattended to.
Yeah.
So sleeping is very important, but there are also cases of what we call sleeping disorders. Somebody, when they say we have encouraged us to sleep, I've had some people who can sleep, especially university students. Are you there? They tell me some university students these days sleep up to 3 p.m.
You are literally doing 24 hours.
Which is so strange, and these are supposed to be very active young people.
Yes.
So whereas we are talking about sleep, when you overdo it and consistently, then it becomes a sleeping disorder.
I thought most sleeping disorders were really a deficit. You know, you're not sleeping that well. Instead of the 7 to 8 hours that is recommended, you can't even close your eyes for 30 minutes. I thought that is what
some sleeping disorders, for example, when you oversleep beyond the normal hours.
That is also.
If you are supposed to sleep, let's say 8 and you sleep 12 hours, you are still in the bed. That is already a disorder that can also affect your mental well-being. Yeah. There are also those who don't sleep at all, and somebody tells you, for me,
extremes.
I don't sleep. Extremes. There are those also who don't sleep at night. There's also what we call sleepwalking. They walk at night and they start walking. So, but there are also other interventions at individual level that we can do, talking with friends, having social capital, talking to somebody. During COVID, we witnessed a situation where people were not
closed in,
interacting.
Yes.
For us as social workers, we have that human face where you have to talk to somebody, then somebody, you have to chat, you have to laugh beyond the technology. We are not saying that when you use your phone, you cannot get something to make you laugh, which is okay. But also the technology provides a lot of information which can also stress you. Assuming you have been, let's say, stressed because money has failed, and you put on the TikTok and the song you have found there, that if you have found what I've seen these days, there is a trending song that sent away kuvuzete wetuga. You go home even if you have 10,000. It's my best song these days, and it's just like a joking song, but it is taking trends.
Yes.
So having a social network of people who are supportive. It could be from family, it could be from the workplace or friends that add value on you, that see value in you. It is very cardinal for promoting mental well-being in society. There are many aspects, but those ones we can do them core at individual level, but also at the family level we can apply and adopt the same. One of the key other important aspect, I think, also of mental well-being is hydration.
And people don't take it, especially now that it's very hot.
These days, because of climate change and also heat is increasing, we need to take a lot of water and fruits. Because our bodies, remember that you want to balance the body, because there is a relationship, there is a positive relationship between mental well-being and physical well-being.
If you don't take care of your body, inevitably your mind.
So you need to take water, clean water every day. enough water. They recommend, I think, is it 3 liters?
Depending on your weight.
But you can even take more.
Much more.
Yes.
Just give us some clarity. You mentioned have a clear purpose. Some of these are noted as vagueness because not everyone knows how. Someone can be asking right now, viewing and saying, how do I have a clear purpose? How do I have a clear purpose? I know that I have to work these days. Most people will tell you that quite a number of Ugandans, and not even just Ugandans alone, are doing things they don't want to do, but because they have to pay the bills. Yes, and that is just life. And you go there; it's monotonous. You go there every single day from Monday to Friday.
And you can reach a point where you are unable even to pay the
monotony. No. Let's first talk about the insistence of the bills because that is it. Most of them are stuck in roles, but just purposely to pay the bills. If they had an alternative, they would do something else. Okay. Now, how do you find your purpose in such a situation?
Yeah, of course. I think it is because of capitalism, where the society has been structured that you have to go and work every day in the morning, you have to pay bills. The bills are like bills. You find almost your earning is going into bills, rent, electricity, taxes, fees. You hear people now are complaining. They are not breaking through so to attain what they are supposed to do. Yes, that one can be stressing. Maybe the purpose may depend on each domain where somebody is. If you are at TV, you can set your small goals and maybe purpose on at the area where you are. If you were a farmer, this is what you want to do, this is what you want to achieve. If you are a musician, this is what I want to compose. If you were a TV presenter, you can also set goals that lead to a bigger purpose of your life. Because whatever we do should be complementing what we want to achieve in life. So what you are asking, but in our human being, there are things beyond the bills.
Yes.
Yeah, which we need to start thinking about. The social, what I was telling about you. In social work, for us, we have what we call the Ubuntu philosophy.
Yes, the Ubuntu
values, compassion. What something good have you done today to others? To others, to add to the well-being. Because the Ubuntu means I'm okay because even my
someone else. I am because someone else.
I am because you are. That my well-being is intrinsically equal to your well-being.
Yes.
So it is like the same when you are like a rich man. These ones now, but you are surrounded with a lot of poor people. And you don't have even your instinct to think that what can I do that I'm okay, but also the neighbors should also be okay somewhere. I think that should be one of our motivators, that I'm okay, but I'm also praying that all my neighbors, they have also a way of life. I can support them. You hear what we are finding these days, that somebody they have found $1 billion in the house. But you may find even a neighbor is there without even something. Do a charity.
John Mary, you talked about this today. Just today, you can imagine the words of cash. This is not even just this year only. This has been happening all throughout the last couple of years, more and more. But the sentiment about it, even when there are riots in our neighboring Kenya, yes, and riots even in Uganda, is the fact that most of the people will tell you, be very careful about raising the walls when you're getting richer. Yes, because at the end of the day, even when you raise the walls, the people that are outside those walls will look for ways of entering those walls.
Yes. I think the walls, yes, you can put for purposes of security. Even when you have a fence, yes, you have a fence because we are also in a society which is not bad, good. But I'm talking about human walls. Somebody can create a bigger wall, physical, but also has also created a human wall around him or her.
An emotional wall.
It is you and your children, it is you and your children, it is you and you. But the thing which, for me, I think, which can give us also even satisfaction, even when you are doing a good job in government, can you have a good business there, out there, think about what you can do also to contribute to a wider society. Those people who are not like you, it also contributes to our mental well-being. Do you allow
Yes, that's true. That's very
even
true.
Just volunteers. You just spend a day with these children.
With others.
Yeah. We just removed, like during the NAM, we moved the street children, children connected street. I'm seeing again they are coming.
They always come
but
back.
They are somewhere. Somebody can be a rich person in Kampala and say, okay, I want to feed them for 1 week.
It does
that
something
one can
good,
give you satisfaction
for some
which you have
time.
never got in your life.
And people don't understand this, but the reality is the more you give, the more you share with others, the greater satisfaction
you get. That human satisfaction that you can get a happiness you have never
actually
got.
That every other wealth that you have cannot be able to give you. But before we get into sharing our happiness, let's share these little messages that we have. Let's take a short break and give you something else and come back just briefly to have John Mary wrap up.
Smart 24, driving business.
3 inspired souls brought together by love are set on a life-changing journey.
This is your life, Mackenzie. This is no longer a dream.
It's just something about Mackenzie.
I'll never marry.
Your position does not allow you to break work relationship rules.
Where choices change everything. Crossroads, a brand new telenovela starting 25th June at 8 p.m. on Pearl Magic Prime. DSTV channel 148, GOTV channel 303.
Luxury redefined at Seasan Hotel as you indulge in the splendor of elegant living fit for the royalty that you are. Step into comfort, pampering and blissful customer-centric service as you select from our range of comfy, exquisite living quarters furnished to meet with your royal preference. Surrounded by scenic beauty, our tropical setting allows you to escape the glamorous ordeal of city life. Our ambient green gardens will guide you to a place of revitalizing rest. The 3-star restaurant caters to your palate, serving your choice menu ranging from exotic cuisines to local delicacies. Our chefs will serve you full course meals for a truly out-of-this-world culinary experience. Our fully stocked bar to whet your throat, from renowned global brand whisks, brandies, gins, beers and wines to our locally celebrated beverages, you will not lack for any brewage. It's an all-new experience in the East at Seasan Hotel. So visit today at plot 15 to 19 Spire Road, Ginger, or contact us on +256 751 719 960 and +256 785 354 614 for reservations. Seasan Hotels, luxury redefined.
My friend, just enter. Everyone now has all access to Pearl Magic Prime. Kasim, give this man some biscuits.
They're over.
They're over. But you see these people here, they are on GOTV Plus, like you. But now they can watch big shows like Sanyu, or they can watch Beloved and they cry. So my friend, from now on, it's more magic to Uganda's best shows on GOTV Plus.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby don't know.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100*21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
This is Jordan. When it comes to classwork, Jordan is magic. Jordan shines. Jordan makes his peers better. Jordan is a true leader. White Star Magic family. Be a leader. Be magic.
Smart 24, driving business.
Welcome back from the break. Now remember, every Monday and Thursday around this time from 8, we do have someone coming to give us insight into some of the topical issues and trending things that are happening within our country and elsewhere globally. So within joining us today, of course, just as I mentioned, we have Mr. John Mary Sekate, the National Coordinator for NASWU, which is the National Association of Social Workers Uganda. They're also part of the technical working group at the Ministry of Health in regards to mental health. And that's our topic today. Mental health. We had talked about individual, how to go through, John Mary, individuals, then we talked about the family. Just give us a hint into how to deal with this on a community level. Not much is being done by the government in regards to this. It's very sporadic. We see these people all over the place walking around naked. You are embarrassed. You are trying to do whatever you can for them. We have had lots and lots just opposite us here within the golf course. I think last week there was a suicide. We lost someone within the marketing fraternity a couple of weeks back within, also in regards to suicide. We have others also now permeating down with the children in school. Children are overburdened right now. There is a problem, and this problem is escalating. What is the government doing in regards to this?
I know there are some interventions government is doing. Whereas I'm not a spokesperson of the ministry, but being part of the technical working committee, I know that the mental health division and substance abuse at the Ministry of Health is doing a lot. They have worked on a policy, but also they have put coordination mechanism. There is technical working group which come together to come out with practical solutions and also inform the government on some what they can do. But also they have put on each regional referral hospital, there is a mental health profession. There is a medical social worker at each regional referral hospital. And they have also revised what they call employment norms. They want now to integrate now more social workers and counselors up to health center 4.
Okay.
But our cry, of course, would be up to health centers because that's where much of the diseases and the burden is. So if the government can help to see that, yes, if we want to improve the health system, we need to work closely with mental health professionals who are social workers, who are psychologists and counselors to improve the efficacy.
Yeah.
Because medical efficacy has failed. They give you just medicine, you go.
Yeah.
It was the situation actually during HIV, where they were looking at it as a medical challenge, but it was more of a social. Even when you look at the 95 strategy now, it's more like you need to work with as a team. Medical, but also mental health professionals to support. But also, all that said, I'm also disappointed with what is happening also at the ministry for many years, that mental health has been maintained as a division and not a department. Because when you have a department, I think there is increase in budget. But they have just kept it there as a division. And until all these ones, we were having engagement with Parliament last 2 months in March, and we are telling them that they are also more affected when they lose, when they do what, remember politicians. That's when they start now realizing the reality of mental distress.
Yes.
But they have not used their offices also to put structures that will support them and their children and their children. So the budget structure at the Ministry of Health is still at around 1% of
just
the entire
budget
health structure, yes, which is also limits the interventions now of the division to cascade the services of mental health, to do advocacy. We come like now to talk to you because it is from our own initiative, not because there is any support by the government. But if there is deliberate moves that yes, the government has engagement with all the stakeholders in the community to come up with practical solutions. There is even indigenous knowledge which you can apply in the community. We have been talking about in Ubuntu.
Yes, and I was actually about to highlight that indigenous knowledge sometimes comes from the fact you were talking about health center 3s, and in most cases when you get down there, they will tell you that people have normalized living with pressure. They will tell you down there, this is, we have learned to adapt. At the end of the day, if I am really feeling so bad, I get to talk to my neighbor. If I am overwhelmed, I take it to church or to the mosque. If I really want to get a little bit of relief, I can go and sit at the corner there. Not meditate. Sit at the corner there where we have a circle of men and have a pot of a John to actually take. And they will tell you those are our coping methods. It has been done before us, generations before us, and they have survived. Why should I go to the hospital?
Yeah, they are what we call indigenous knowledge or indigenous approaches. For example, we have grown knowing, and these are unique actually to Africans. When you see, for example, somebody has lost someone in the community, it is natural. You find people coming to console you, to stand with you in solidarity for 1-2 days. It may have also an implication on production. Some people may look at it and saying, now you have gone there, you are not working. The culture which is in town.
But if you're to dare go and work,
you can be social isolated.
If you're to dare go and work, I remember a scene one time when someone had gone to work when there was someone who had died in the village. They went there and got him forcefully out of the garden, said, who are you? You know, how dare you?
They can put into now there what. Yes. But you see, the women sit around that lady who has lost maybe a
and
husband,
offer support.
Or what they offer support, they give him. That is so important. And therefore we need to
know
document.
You're not alone.
Yeah, we need to document this indigenous knowledge that promote mental well-being in the country. And therefore we see how can it be integrated maybe into mental health interventions nationwide. Because these have been there. And our formal interventions, because of limited funds and so on, are also failing. So how do we integrate this to be part to support resilient communities and production? So at national level, I think there must be policy, and even local government, they should come up with, let's say, some of the bylaws to promote mental health. In education, Ministry of Education, I know there is now what they call a mental health hour, where they want children to be in exercise and so on, despite some challenges of schools in urban centers. But I think there must be now what we call multi-sectoral and multi-government intervention approach. Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Gender, to come up with a comprehensive plan, and therefore they guide society. But also we need to do more research around mental health concerns. What are the, for example, the factors for the escalation? You may find they are different for the business community, for the farmers, for what, and therefore, so that they become a main area of focus. Otherwise, even when you have a budget of trillions and trillions and people are not productive, because their mental well-being is not strong and their physical well-being, you may register a lot of losses. You are doing interventions, but the outcome are not.
Is not
commensurate with your
interventions.
The investment you have done in it. So I think there must be more research. As an association, we want to do research, but also we are limited by funds, because to do national research, like now on indigenous knowledge, you may need to do some money to do that. As association also have documented. I've published one of the in the Compendium of International Nature. We documented one of the interventions that we did during COVID in Uganda. So I spent around 3 months reading a lot of literature review and then documenting that. And now it is published now on Amazon. So we think that if we can do more research, because we are talking about evidence-based.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody is suffering, but it doesn't know that even the solution may be near
within.
Or the person who wants to do intervention is doing an intervention on the effect, not on the cause. In counseling, they say reported problem may not be the real actual problem. You may tell us that you are having a headache, but in actual sense you are hungry. You have not eaten for the last 2 days. So I think some of the gaps should be on research and also collaboration. The ministry should come out of the building. You look for professionals, this association, professional association, and you work with them. You support us. They should support us to say that we do, because we have the network, we do research, we do also advocacy, and also we do other interventions that can be helpful to our country.
And you have preempted us on the way forward. That is part of the way forward. John Mary, if you are calling out that we should be able to take an evaluation of ourselves every now and then, and also be very keen to identify some of those things that tend to take us off and give us a lot of stress. How according, because sometimes when we get to invite people such as you to come in here, we personalize some of these interventions and some of these. What are you taking in your life apart from that football? What are you doing in your life to ensure that your mental health is on point? Just give us 3-4 things that you are doing apart.
You do as a person.
So that we can know. It is not just coming and preaching here. We want to find out, what are you doing apart from sports that I know.
Of course, what I've been telling you, much of them I do. First of all, my life is driven by purpose. Those who know me, I'm a social worker and I'm passionate. Even if you pay me or you have not paid me, I continue doing that. Every day I practice social work to serve the vulnerable, to serve humanity, because it gives me satisfaction. That's what I do on a daily basis, Monday to Monday. And during the COVID, you can testify that we had a lot of workers, because there were no payments, they ran away. Some of us will remain focused to serve those who are being affected. So that one which I was telling you, that to have a purpose is already what I do on a daily basis. I've told you, eat healthy, I do that. Even my wife, I'm sending you greetings, Mary Secretary. You may be watching. But they know, people who are close to me, I
know that you eat healthy.
I don't just eat everything that comes on my way.
Yes.
Even when you are taking me, maybe we are going out, I need to first find what is there.
Your particular.
They are asking and say,
no, you're particular about it.
But also I take a lot of water, I do exercise, because what we are doing also stresses us so much. That's the fact. I'm a national coordinator. I'm coordinating over 30 universities. I'm working with over 3,000 professionals. So each one has a lot of complaints. They want this, and each you have to attend to them. At times you find yourself also,
you're overwhelmed.
You are overwhelmed. You are not doing a lot of correspondences. So the exercise can put the pressure off. Can put the pressure off. I pray to God. That's another thing. Listen to music. I pray to God. I pray in my house every time at least there is some cool music.
Yeah.
I should invite you.
We will come and
but those are the solutions already we have provided for people. Most of the time people listen and say, yes, I can do this, but the persistence of doing the exercise.
Yes.
Somebody can do after doing, but the lifestyle again, you can't eat fatty meat, you can't eat also a lot of junk food. You take a lot of beer. Find people have a bigger stomach because society had defined conventionally
as well.
But if you are too big and also have a bigger stomach,
that's synonymous
so
with wealth
in society.
Yeah.
Which is so strange. It's laughable.
It is, and you see some of these.
I'm sorry, I'm not discouraging people because there are people who are naturally big, and their body mass index is tiring. That's fine. But there is also when you are overweight, you need to think through that.
Okay. Well, that's a disclaimer as well. In no way do we intend, just here at Smart 24 TV, in no way do we intend to bring you down or make fun of you wherever you are or at whatever pace you live your life. What we intend to do is to push you further, to bring a lot of awareness into what is happening and also bring you the latest insight into how you can better yourself, improve your quality of life and be the best that you can. Our theme on these discussions from Monday until Monday and Thursday this week has been mental health, what can be done and who we can reach out to. Please give us a toll-free number, John Mary.
Yeah, because people can be there and say, if I'm having any difficulty, where can I go?
Yes.
Yeah, there are two different ways. Somebody can be seeking for support from the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm here to share Butabika Hospital, mental health hospital, has a toll-free line which is 0800-211-306.
Please repeat it.
0800-211-306. You call it because these are now professionals. If you want to go to Butabika for services and so on, or referral and so on. But also NASU, a professional body also as social workers will offer psychosocial support. You can come, somebody may want one-on-one. We have professionals who can talk with you and maybe advises you more.
Yes.
Yeah. Those ones you can come. Our offices in Buziga, just opposite Sheriff Buziga. You can come and say you want to the professional board of social workers. But we are online also. You can search the National Association of Social Workers of Uganda, and then you get the contact, and then you connect with us. But there are also other organizations that we work with. One is called Strong Mind. Uganda, you can search and don't find the contacts. There is also Refugee Law Project. They have also interventions on depression. There are many partners.
Yeah. Will they be able to receive and give help, or they charge quite a lot? They charge.
Some of the services by the way are free.
Not free.
Yeah, like now for government, these are free services. Even at regional health hospitals and health center force. They are mental health professionals. Which have been also integrated in primary health care and all that up to the district level. But yes, people can seek assistance at the hospital. But there are also those who want just mental health support to know what should they do.
Yes.
My child is like this, what should I do?
And we are very glad that we have started off this discussion. John Mary joined us on Monday. Today is Thursday. We'll as well have a couple of others join us all throughout until the end of the year. Thank you so much for John Mary for joining us. It's been such a pleasure. Now remember, we have had a couple of incidents. The economy, all through post-pandemic, the economy has been a little bit tight, not only just in Uganda, but elsewhere. We have riots that have been, happening with our neighbors down here. And when it comes to goods being stuck, of course, we know the implications towards the traders. This is Smart 24 TV. We drive business, but we are also very concerned as well about the your whole being as a person. We've also had an increase in suicides, not only just within the adult age bracket, but also suicidal thoughts, as he is telling me, but also coming lower into schools. And we're talking about secondary schools, primary schools, as well as even lower. So please, wherever you are at individual level, the onus is on you, the responsibility is on you to please do something. Don't keep quiet, break the silence, reach out to someone. We have, and I will repeat this as well, the Butabika toll-free line is 0800 211 306. Please get in touch with a professional or your family members or a friend just to talk about some of these. And if you're having particular challenges and need a step further, maybe you've moved away from mild and moderate and now you are in severe stage, you can as well reach out to some of the members that we have mentioned and get help. It is not a stigma. Do not discriminate against those that reach out to you for help. Please try to understand and to be able to help them seek more information about this. Until next time, this has been Doreen Kemcha taking you all the way through. Let us meet tomorrow, same time, on another great discussion. Until then, bye-bye.